We have an algal bloom on our farm, in our large dam, which is a main water supply for our farm. And a couple of important things to know about algae is that, number one, is it floats on the surface and that the wind will push it over to one corner or one side of the dam. Now, if there's too much wind and it gets all ripply, it'll blend in and you won't be able to see it. And if there's not enough wind, it'll just be dispersed across the surface, but you get the right amount of wind and it'll all come together in a corner. The next thing you need to know is that while it is green and healthy, it is not actually giving off a toxin to reduce the quality of your water. So as it dies and goes blue, it releases its toxin, and that's what will poison your livestock. So we've made a cut-off drench drum, a 15-litre drench drum, cut it at an angle, and we're using it to draw the algal bloom off the surface and then pump it out of the dam and over the bank and out into the paddock. As you can see, there's a heap of duck feathers in the drum there. So ducks on the surface of the water, they basically crap as they swim and mix that into the surface of the water, which feeds the algal just perfectly. So they are a major player in the whole algal thing. So it's probably a good idea to keep your ducks off the dam. But yeah, there you go. That's how we've pumped our algae off the water, just with a standard fire pump running at an idle, so that you can control the drum as it gently draws the algae off the surface and you don't waste too much of your water, so you're not pumping good water out of the dam. And the equipment we needed was a standard fire pump, a suction line and the garden hose. We put a crowbar on the garden hose to stop it flapping around. We pumped the water up the hill and onto the paddock, and we've just used a drench drum there, cut at an angle, and it's been a perfect little tool for drawing the algae off the surface of the water so that we can pump it out. The whole job only took us about 30 minutes. Of course, we did have everything set up before we started waiting for the right conditions, and that's how we've solved our algae problems.